Hey guys, good morning. This is Brad Krantz. Thanks for joining me on Friday, April 17th. Hey, it's an awesome day. The weather's awesome out here. We've got a true spring day. I want to talk to you about vision and kind of where your vision can lead you. I'm going to talk about and share the Conquerors formula because it's really struck me. It's not just kind of a nice, business formula that, yeah, hey, that looks good, but I really see the reality of it in my life. So I kind of want to share my story about how each of the points plays out, how those are now reality for me. And hopefully by sharing that, it will help you because I think as we know, as you've heard, and if you haven't, everything starts with a vision. That's how important it is. So let's jump in here, guys. The Conquerors formula is from a book by Rob Sperry. And he talks about vision plus environment plus discipline plus habits equals success. Okay, and I think that's well laid out. It's pretty easy to memorize, but I think he hits some core truths on what it takes from going to vision to becoming successful. And this could apply to anything you're doing. Obviously, I work with Jeunesse Global, so it's going to be pertinent to network marketing. But again, what he says here is vision is what you think and intentionally believe your network marketing business could be, or in my case, with my Jeunesse Global business. He says, we lack motivation, we lack vision. If you don't feel like doing something, you don't want to do it, it's really rooted back in you lack a strong vision. That vision is going to drive you, or even could say pull you to do what you want to do. So if you lack motivation, you lack vision. Guys, I've got my vision. I know where I'm going. Vision is future oriented. We're here now, but we want to be somewhere out there. And you're looking in that direction. You're headed in that direction. So that's where your vision is. And he does say, vision is your purpose and dream. They're not quite the same. Your vision is the whole reason why you decide to do anything. Dreams really could be kind of wishes that you want. What do you wish for? What do you hope for? But they don't become a reality until you make those a vision, because the vision is what's going to drive you and motivate you and take you. So again, if you lack motivation, your vision isn't strong enough. You got to work on your vision, have a vision statement, etc. I'm working on mine right now, but my vision in my mind is where I need it to be to work through this Conquerors formula here. Guys, the next point here he makes is environment. And I think sometimes we overlook it. Environment, he says, is what you're surrounding yourself with throughout the day. Okay. What do you listen to? Where are you involved on social media? What do you do on social media? What are you reading? What are you watching? Who are the people that you associate with? Those are all going to play into your environment. Well, I can say I've got the right environment today, guys. I'm working from home. I'm here in my office shooting this video. That's great. But my environment I've created by not only through personal development, so I know what I'm putting into my mind. I'm programming my mind with positive. I'm reading the right books. I'm associating with the right people, but I've got an environment for me now that helps me have a platform for success. And again, as it says here, you can't expect success if you surround yourself daily with negativity. Guys, we live in a negative world. Let's just face it. But humorously, hear this, if your 5 best friends are negative, guess what? You're going to be number 6. Okay. So watch who you associate with, but watch what you put into your mind. Is your environment going to create what the right tone, the right setting for you to be successful? You've got to take a look at that. The next one, discipline here. So we've got our vision in place. We've got the right environment, and I've got that. Discipline, guys, he says it isn't going to take you away from what you want. It's going to give you everything that you ever wanted. Okay, and discipline goes back to training yourself to show up every day. Guys, as an entrepreneur, nobody makes me show up. I don't have to show up to do this video today. Okay, I don't have a boss. But you have to have the discipline and be self-motivated to show up every day. And I still think of back, I don't have the year, but Michael Jordan was playing in a championship basketball game. He had the flu really bad. He was really sick. He had one of his best games, and it still blows me away to think how well, I don't know that I could have done it, but being that sick, but he played one of his best games ever. And as I recall, the Chicago Bulls won. He showed up even when he didn't feel like it. And I'm not necessarily saying we should, show up to work when you're really sick, but that's the mentality, a winner's mentality. And you have the right discipline when you show up every day, even when you don't feel like it. Guys, that's half the battle, right? Is just showing up every day. Okay. And then you got to put in some action. So discipline is very important. Now, habits, I'm going to get into this a little bit and share a little bit more with you. But habits are simply the consistent, repeated daily practices that will help us bring our vision into our lives, right? Guys, I've got my vision, I've got the right environment, I've got the right discipline, and I have the right habits. I'm doing what I do every day. I do 3 videos a week. This is one of them. Okay, it's a habit. I do something every day. You know, show me your habits and I'll show you your future. You know, I think a lot of people, guys, we could look at with COVID-19 here, I hope we're coming out of it. It's going to be a huge relief for a lot of people, but what are you doing right now? I know what I'm doing. I know what successful entrepreneurs are doing. They're showing up every day and they're working. Are you just sitting around watching TV, watching Netflix, wondering what's going to happen, et cetera, et cetera? And I'm not saying you shouldn't worry, you know, are you going to have a job? Where are you going? But if you're just sitting around wondering what's going to go on or what's going to happen, you don't actually have habits in place that are going to do anything to change your future. Your future will not change. Okay. That's just a reality, guys. These are pretty much truths. Okay. You can take them or leave them, but let's look at how do you develop habits here, right? How to create strong habits. This kind of goes along with it too. I think we all would like to have strong habits, but here's some tips on creating the right habits. Number one is just declare what you really want. You've got to have a what. Okay, what is it that I really want? And I would say probably that goes back to your vision and goals, writing it down. Declare what you want, put it in writing, and then declare why you want it. You know, your why is so important. I know why I'm doing my business here. I know the why. I want to create financial freedom. I want to leave a legacy. I want to help people as a leader. I want to help empower people economically around the world. And that's part of my why. You've got to figure out what yours is and then make it visual. You know, you might need to have a vision board. Whatever it takes, you know, writing your goals around the house, putting stuff on the refrigerator, et cetera, but make it visual because that really helps. And then set reminders on your phone. That might be up to you. I'm not quite as technologically sophisticated there, but what I've done on my phone and on my iPad is I've taken a picture of my goals and I've set that as a background. So when I open up my phone or my iPad, it's right there. So those are my reminders visually. Ed Milet recommended that, so I was listening to what he was saying. But do something like that, guys. Lastly, you've got to be accountable, right? Accountability is a big issue. You know, show up when you say you're going to show up. Do what you say you're going to do. We have a huge lack of accountability in our country today, and certainly in our business world. People don't do what they say they're going to do. Okay, but be a person of your word. Be accountable. It's that important. Okay. Jumping back to the Conqueror's formula. So again, show me your habits and I'll show you your future. Okay, and then success, guys, because I've got all those lined up. I've got my vision, I've got my environment, I've got my discipline, I've got my habits. Guess what? It says that equals success. So it's not a matter of if, but when. I'm not where I want to be right yet in my business. But with my vision, I know where I'm going. So it's not a matter of if, but when, guys. That it's so critical. It's really that simple. Okay. So I've taken it to a whole new level. This Conqueror's formula is part of Brad Krantz's formula here. And it's what I'm putting into place every single day, guys. So let's go back up to the top here. Again, your vision plus your environment plus discipline plus habits is going to equal your success. Guys, thanks so much for joining me today. I hope this message helped. I'm just sharing something that came from my heart because I see all those things as a reality. I'm doing all those each and every day, and you can too. So I hope it's been helpful. If it has, certainly please feel free to hit the subscribe button. And as always, I welcome you to connect with me and follow me on social media as well. Have an awesome day, guys. Bye-bye.